guys, hope you're doing good. So just wanted to throw in this little video, just keep it raw. I have a camera right now, but it's just too much friction for me to put this on, install it, since I've been, since I came back from traveling. I haven't yet put everything together, but the topic of this video is focus, okay? If you trust me, if you believe in everything that I do, I want to ask you a favor. And this is actually, this is literally like me speaking to myself. So this is like a video diary of lessons that that I would personally want to remember. And today's video, I want to talk about the importance of focus. Okay. In the last year or so, or in the last 12 months, or in the last 2 years and a half, I've gone from making, $30,000 a year, $2,000 a month in payroll at my old job, or in my own pay, not in payroll. I've gone from making $1,000, $800, $1,000, $600 after tax every month to, in the last 14 months, I think I've made over $1 million and probably over $1.5 million. Okay. And I'm still living in a little small condo. I still have my computer. I sometimes go to on the balcony. I sometimes look at the bridge. I sometimes I didn't get in this game to show off or to live a lavish lifestyle. To be honest, I only got in business because I wanted to drive a nice car. I want to be able to afford the little pleasures of life. For me, I'm the type of person who I'd rather not live in a 5-bedroom home, lake house, and I'd rather have the ability to be able to meet this person, feel like I really vibe with them, I like them, and offer them freedom to do whatever we feel like doing, right? For me, I think that money is something that allows me to express my love. It's not about materialistic stuff, right? Like, if I was a materialistic person, like, I would probably have like 5 different watches. I'll probably have a screen. I don't even have a TV in my place. I have a projector. I'll probably have a home somewhere in Miami, to be honest, because it's starting to get cold here in Canada. But anyway, all this to say that I've gone from making nothing to essentially making over $1 million. And I swear to God, a year ago, or even a year ago today, right? If you would have told me like, hey, you're gonna make your first $1 million in the next 12 months, I would not have believed you, because I guess $1 million still seems like a lot of money. Even now that I've made it, I still haven't yet felt that I really made $1 million, right? Maybe because I don't actually necessarily live the kind of lifestyle that making $1 million provides you, right? All the money, I just keep it, really, to be honest, in the bank account, the business bank account. I pay myself on average like $10K a month after taxes. I only see like $6,000 a month. So, like, as you may see, like, I talk big numbers when it comes to revenue, but when it comes to my life, it's really small. Like, I just don't see the point. Just give me 500 horsepower car. Give me the ability to treat my family, pay for things that they wouldn't necessarily pay for themselves. But besides that, let me get back to the game of business, okay? And which is why I want to make this video, okay? I want to go over the importance of focus. I swear to God, if you're currently someone who wants to win in business, if you want to win in business, the number one key thing that you need to understand is that it's not the offer, it's not the niche, it's not your team, it's nothing. The only thing that will dictate if you're going to be successful or not is your ability to focus on one thing and one thing only, right? I can say this, the reason why I think that I've won is because I've been able to focus on one single thing for the last 12 months, for the last 2 years. I've sold to the same niche, I've preached the same message, I've built content consistently. I have over 200 YouTube videos. I started my YouTube channel. I made my first YouTube video a year ago. So if there's 365 days in a year and I've made over 200 YouTube videos in a year, then you do the numbers, right? And see how frequently I post content, right? And it's only a year, guys. Like imagine 10 years from now, I'm gonna have 2,000 YouTube videos, right? Anyway, like I've kept preaching the same thing to the same people, repeating the same thing. Hey, I'm making it unreasonable for you not to succeed, right? The program has gone from being a little program that just is about me to having it have like over 50 hours of content, right? We're now transitioning to become a company where not only can you come to us and we just help you scale the thing that you already have, maybe improve your offer, but we're literally giving you the offer that is already working with our clients. We're helping you launch new offers, right? And you know, we have everything. We have appointment series. We're starting to introduce done for you email. Everything to make it unreasonable for our clients, customers not to win, right? I thought I would become a consulting business, but we're still kind of like a consulting business, but we became an agency at the same time, right? Because there is still so much done for you stuff within the program, right? But it's the same thing. I've just refined it, showed up every day for the last, I guess, over 15 months of consistently doing the same thing again and again, right? Well, what that ends up creating is that it ends up creating like a cloud of trust, a cloud of believers, a cloud of just momentum, a cloud of like it just compounds so crazy that you guys cannot understand the importance of focusing on the same thing. If you were to ask me, hey, how did you make your first million? I would just say I did the same thing for the last 2 years. Preaching the same thing, trying to get clients, Facebook, outreach, growth team, same thing every day, Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week. Sometimes we take a day off, sometimes we don't, but I showed up every week, right? So, but the reason why I want to talk about this is because in the last, I'm gonna make a more formal video, something that looks better. But guys, I'm not a videographer. I don't care about looking good. I just care about delivering something. And hopefully, you guys don't mind if this is it's not a 4K quality video. It's not about the thing. It's about the thing that is in the thing, right? Hopefully, the message. You care more about the message, not the setting. But over the last few months, right, I went to this mastermind in Miami. By the way, I'll be sharing more stuff about what I learned about what it takes to scale to $1 million a month as an agency. As a consulting business, it's pretty easy. But I went there, and one of the advice that I got from someone making over, people there were making like $1 million to $4 million a month, right? And the biggest lesson I got from there was, hey, please start new offers, backend services, right? We scaled to 200K a month just through purely selling our main program, which is the main done for you $500,000 systems implementation program. But in order for me to get to $500,000 a month, $1 million a month, I can still do it with the main program, guys. We're only onboarding like 15 to 20 people a month. I can easily put 10 grand a month on ads, or 20 grand or 50 grand on ads, and 5x the number of customers we're signing. But I'm not yet doing that because we do a lot for our customers. So it's like I don't want to just burn our back end for the sake of making more money, more sales. I'd rather make $250,000 consistently forever than scale to $1 million a month, deliver poor experiences to my people, my clients, only just to say that I made $1 million a month, right? It's really stupid. It's like short-term pleasure versus, delaying gratification. And, most people don't understand this, but the sooner you make the money that you should be making from your audience, from the thing, from the pool from your pipeline, the sooner that thing dries up, right? So sometimes it's actually good to not make sales. When you go through periods of like, oh man, I'm in a phase where I'm not making a lot of money, don't see it as a bad thing. See it as a phase of you building, a season of building, a season of you reap what you sow, of sowing, right? So it's not a bad thing. So that's why for me, I don't want to necessarily just sell a bunch more of the program. I don't care about that. Now, I definitely want to build back-end services so I can deliver better experiences, or I can take care of more stuff, solve more problems for the customers that I already have, or for people who are maybe not customers but who want to do business with us. If you want to have us take care of your email outreach, or have us set it up for you, maybe provide you with qualified leads, help you with building systems, helping you with placing appointments. This is something that we're going to start doing. You're going to come in, pay us $1,000. We literally just going to look at our 60 VAs that are ready to be normally paired up with our clients in the program. We can afford to take 10 or 20 of them and actually give them to people who are outside of the community, right? So like those kind of things, right? So that's the thing that I want to launch, right? But as I just mentioned a few things. So I just mentioned the systems build offer. I just mentioned the appointments that are offer. I just mentioned, what else did I mention? Done for your email. I just mentioned something I didn't mention is we're building a short form content fulfillment service. And then we're also potentially going to be building a hub of closers for members of our program, so you don't even have to sell for yourself. And then, I think so. Those are 5 services right now. The crazy me would be like, hey, let's launch all these things at the same time. Or I actually tried to do this, right? I tried to, hey, let's launch Done For You. I built a team for that. Let's launch this systems. Let's launch this short form content, which I'm actively running. We're building it slowly, right? But one thing I realized is that I don't even get to sleep anymore, right? There's like so many things I need to get done. There's so many things moving parts, and I'm like, whoa, relax, okay? Take a step back. Analyze why you succeeded in the first place, in the first run that you got, and then implement that same strategy to launching these new services, okay? And the promise that I've told myself, or I've made to myself is, money's not going anywhere, the market is not going anywhere, the problems that you're going to be solving are not going anywhere, okay? So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm not going to launch all these things all together. I know I get some DMs every day, hey Serge, can you place an appointment there? I'm like, yes, I could do it the same day, but I don't want to, okay? What I'm going to focus on is one service at a time. I'm going to make it the best thing that it can be. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to move to the next one. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to move to the next one until I'm done with everything, right? So I just wanted to share this lesson with you guys, and this might be a good lesson for people who are actually already winning. Because when you start winning, when you have a bunch of money sitting there, you feel like you need to do a lot more things. But the truth is, doing more does not equal in more and better results. It just equals in more distractions and you not being able to put in the best. I'm sure you guys have probably been at dinner with someone and they're on their phone while you guys are speaking, right? I do this a lot. Sometimes I get distracted and I'm on my phone when I'm speaking when I'm at dinner with someone or I'm speaking with someone, right? And I actively know or I'm aware of the thing that I'm doing, right? And you guys can feel or if you guys put yourself, if your self-awareness is good enough, but if you can put your shoes in the other person, if you can put yourself in the other person's shoes, you end up realizing that like you're being a dick, right? Not only are you being a dick, but you're not able to comprehend the conversation. You're not able to be sharp and actually communicate and conversate properly, right? Well, it's the same thing as starting a TikTok agency. I'm going to start an appointment setting agency. I'm going to start a consulting business. I'm going to start this. Serge launched this thing. Let me start launching it too. Serge did this. Or I see, maybe Iman sells a course and then I'm going to start selling a course. That's not how it happens, right? And let me tell you this one thing. I've had a lot of people who came up with me, right? In the last 15 months or 18 months, I've probably had like 5 to 8 people who've been in the same industry as me, who've tried to do the same thing that I'm doing, right? Maybe I'm seeing success. They're like, let me just do the same thing as Serge, and maybe I'm going to see success. But guess what? I can promise you that out of those 8 people, maybe 1 or 2 people are still doing the same thing. Everyone else stopped doing it. Now, you would ask them, like, hey, why didn't you succeed? They'd probably blame it on, agency owners don't have money. consultants don't have money, right? Or oh, I can't seem to make it work, right? Well, how come Serge is making it work? I'm not special. I don't look like Thor, in case you guys have not noticed, right? Like I'm not the typical guru figure, right? So how am I making it work? How am I getting out of the matrix? How am I able to get people to invest with us, right? It's not because I look better than you. It's not because you don't have dreadlocks, right? It's not because you're not black, okay? It's because I'm more consistent than you. And I'm more focused than you. I'm not even smarter than you. I'm generally not, right? I'm not even more disciplined than you, right? But you know what I am is stick to the script for as long as it takes. Stick to the same message for as long as it takes. Stick to the same thing until the market is like, whoa, okay, we're tired of this guy, to be honest, right? I generally do so much outreach that like even the people who ignored me like a year ago end up being like, okay man, like okay, I give up. Okay, let me just see what you're doing. Let me just invest in you, because at this point I'm just tired. I'd rather invest in you and get this FOMO out of the way than to keep ignoring you, because you're not getting out of my environment, right? So the lesson that I want to do here is I think success always comes down to one thing, focusing on one thing and doing it long enough, right? But this video I'm technically making it for myself, but I just want to ask myself to please focus on one thing. Don't be in a rush to try to be the best. Be the best business owner. I think Jeff Bezos, it took him 25-30 years to be where he's at today with, he's even exited not exited, but he's not working within Amazon anymore. But like, if it took him 25 years to build, a machine that produces $5 billion a week, I'm okay with taking a decade, maybe to build like, at least 10 mil a week, that would be good. But yeah, I'd love to build amazing companies, but it takes time. So it's okay for things to take time. Great things take time, but don't use this as an excuse for it to take you 100 years to make $10,000 a month. If you're not making 10K a month, then yeah, please make sure that the advice that I'm giving, you make sure that I understand that, like, no, it's not for you. It's for people who are actually already, doing some amazing things, but who are looking to even hit higher, bigger milestones, right? But focus, guys, focus. Please focus on one thing, right? Find the right offer, make some money. Once you've made money with it, don't look at anything else. Even if I put out another banger video around some new offer, stay on the thing, stay on the path, right? And some people may ask me, hey Serge, why don't you launch a TikTok agency yourself? Because why would I do it? Why would I stop doing something that's working to go pursue something else that I probably know I can make it work? Like it's not about the shiny thing. It's about the leader. It's about the entrepreneur, right? Like I could start any businesses that I want right now and not even have to be the leader, because I can just pay people to build it for me. But all I'm trying to say is that I'm focused on one thing. I don't want to be remembered as the best TikTok agency owner. I want to be known as the guy who built Plan Acquisition.io to whatever heights I want to take it to, right? But you guys change so often that people don't even remember you. Like I don't know who you. I don't know who are you. Like what do you do? Who do you help? What's your headline? What's your sales argument? How many videos have you made around changing people's beliefs around your service? Oh, you haven't done any? Okay, cool, whatever, right? Then how do you expect to make money? Right? You've got to understand that like it takes repetition for people to be willing to trade money with you, especially if you want to be getting people to pay you 10 grand, 15 grand, Like today I just made like, I think like 23K. But do you know how much? Do you know? I didn't fathom being able to make 25K in a day, or 30K, or $40,000 in a day. Never did I get in the game being like, oh, I expect to make 25K in a day. Shit, even making 25K a month was a blessing, right? But I've been so consistent, and I've built something great that I can command that kind of price, right? But you guys come in the game and you do a month, 6 months in, and you're like, oh, I'm not making 25K a month. I'm not making 10K a day. I'm like, oh, well, neither was I when I was 6 months in. I was still making 2K a month on my job, and I couldn't even sign a client. So why do you think your scenario should be any different? Regardless if you have the best offer, regardless if you're in the best program, it does not mean you're going to deserve success faster. Things take, like, there's a certain destiny you have within business, right? Now, is destiny going to keep you from not winning? No. But destiny could be that it takes you a year, 2 years before you start winning. So it's your duty to never give up, right? It's your job to stay locked in on one journey until you get what you deserve, right? But anyway, focus is something that's so important, guys, because focus and time. But focus even more important, right? I mean, they go hand in hand, right? I don't think you can have focus without time. So when I say focus, I mean focus and time, right? So if I'm competing with you and I'm trying to launch 5 different services, you're gonna beat me every time. But if I'm locked in on one thing and we go toe to toe, yeah, no, it's not happening, right? So yeah, focus on doing the same thing, build content, build an audience, build a growth team, and make some money. Alright, cool guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.